In the world that almost every girl that I see has a 50-step skincare routine and her life is so perfect and all she does is traveling and doing fun things for herself and just focusing on wellness. It's not realistic, guys. This is not how normal people live. This is not how I live, and this is not how you probably live. So, today I will share with you my 10 high maintenance tips that might cost a little bit, but in the long run, they're gonna make you look amazing. You will just look good, feel good, and you won't have to spend so much time in a day taking care of yourself. Something that will make you look instantly more put together are good nails. And I cannot recommend more having fake nails. I know that there is this whole trend of having a natural nails. Realistically, if you paint your nails at home, they're gonna last for like a day or two, and then you will have to redo them again. And if you're not gonna do this every few days, then your nails will look chipped and it would just look bad. So I highly recommend having fake nails. They look amazing every single day for at least 3 weeks. And the same applies to your toes. I love a good pedi. In the summer, of course, in the winter, I don't see a point. At least you live in Miami or something. But for the summertime, a good pedi French or some milky color laser hair removal. Guys, I don't know. If you are not in the laser hair removal game yet, what are you doing? It saves so much time from shaving every day. And also, every time you want to go to the pool or whatever, you don't have to. I mean, obviously, we are talking about people who are shaving. I completely understand if you don't want to shave and you love your hair, you do you. But if you are someone who shaves every day, laser hair removal is fantastic. It's not only it saves so much time, but I feel like in the long run, it even could save you money because you won't have ingrowns, you won't have to spend so much money on the razors. And yeah, it's just easy and nice. I recently started to do henna for my eyebrows at home because I stopped going to the eyebrow tech for a while because I just wanted to grow a little bit more natural eyebrows. And in that time, I realized that I'm getting more and more gray hairs on my eyebrows. And I was just like, okay, if I'm gonna keep plugging them, I'm gonna lose my eyebrows soon. So I decided that, okay, if they're doing it on TikTok, maybe I'm gonna try and see if that works. And it does work. It's so cheap. And even if you don't have gray hairs on your eyebrows, obviously, it just makes the eyebrows looks really good and you won't have to paint them every single day, which again saves you time and makes you look so much more put together. Scalp massage at home is such a game changer. I have not been doing it ever until like a year ago. I bought this Kerastase serum that I'm using, and it's not only very relaxing, but it makes my hair so much stronger. I'm not losing so much hair anymore, and I can see a genuine difference. Also, doing a scalp peeling, highly recommend if you have a flaky scalp or if you have oily hair. This is something that would definitely change the way your hair looks. And so you will look more put together. Speaking about the hair, the habit of blow drying your hair is so important. And I'm saying this as someone who haven't been doing it for years until I did my keratin hair treatment and I just had to do it. And this became a habit of mine. And I realized how much healthier my hair are now. And they are not breaking that much and they just look much better. I look more put together. And even though it is an extra 5 to 10 minutes every, depends how often you wash your hair, but let's say 2 3 days, it really makes a difference in the long term because you won't have to spend so much money on fixing your broken hair or going to the hairdresser all the time because your hair will look horrifying, trying different masks and so on to save your hair because your hair will look good. And I also thought that blow drying your hair is gonna damage them. Back in the day, I feel like this was the narrative. So I was like, oh, I'm so natural. I'm just drying my hair naturally. Well, it's not true. I just did so much damage to my hair throughout those few years. Even now, when my hairdresser sees me, he said that there are still signs of me sleeping with wet hair. Guys, good skincare. And I'm not talking about 70 steps and really expensive creams and serums. I'm just talking about a basic, good skincare, good retinol, good moisturizer, good SPF, and maybe a few more products here and there, such as toner or peptides. And that's it. The more products you're gonna have, the bigger chances that you're gonna ruin your skin barrier and they will have to repair the skin barrier all over again. And it's just pointless. Focus on few good products that are good for your skin type. and that's it. And because your skin is gonna look good, you won't have to wear a foundation every day. Personally, I am not a fan of foundation. I feel like it just looks a bit cakey and you can see that someone has it on, even if it's the Dior or whatever one, it's just visible. And as for a night out or an evening, it does make sense. But for it every day, like, why? Why would you do it? If your skin is good, you don't need to do it. I started to use the CC cream from Eyebrow a few years ago, and this is my ride or die. I use it every day. I don't even use foundation for the evening now because I'm just like, this is enough for me. And even if you can see few of my breakouts here and there, I mean, who cares? I'm a human. It's normal. I prefer you to see that than a 3 centimeter makeup cake on my face. Toned body is an outfit itself. If you take care of yourself by straight training or doing some sort of Pilates or yoga, this is so visible. You look instantly so much healthier and the clothes looks better on you. And I'm not talking about the sizes here. I'm just talking about, I don't know, the way you walk, your posture. It's also so attractive when people take care of themselves and they have a routine of doing something regularly, and your body will just be so much more tighter, and it's good for your health. It's good for the longevity. Honestly, working out is amazing and I highly recommend this. And I have been the person who was scared of the gym and hated going to the gym or walking or running. This is my therapy now and I have never felt better in my whole life. Good sleep can sometimes be better than Botox. If you consistently don't sleep enough, or waking up at night, or just having a bad sleep, or you're drinking a lot, so then your sleep is worse, you look more tired, your face is dehydrated, it's getting saggy, you're also so much more moody and you eat more. And yeah, it's just gross. Can we please focus on sleeping and prioritize sleep? And I'm saying this as someone who is a light sleeper, and making sure that I sleep enough is a challenge for me, but it's such a game changer, not only in the way you feel mentally, but also in the way you look. If you sleep well, people will see it. I have mentioned how much I love microneedling, but there are also other facials that you can do that will make your skin look so much better. It can be mesotherapy, it can be polynucleotides, it can be even Botox if that's something that you like, or hydrofacial. It could be also red light or different lasers. I know that this is expensive, but if you choose one or two facials that you really like, are good for your skin type and what you want to deal with, I can promise you that you're going to thank yourself in a few years, because facials do work and they are expensive. So you also need to make sure that you are doing what is really necessary, not just because someone has recommended for you or you have seen it on Instagram, because that might not be good for your face. And there is so many places that will just try to force you to do as many things as you can just to make money. So please make sure that you find someone that you trust. It's a little bit difficult to find someone good right now, but believe me, there are people. You just have to ask around and you will find them. Oral hygiene. I feel like we are not talking about oral hygiene enough, guys. I'm not only talking about just brushing your teeth, I'm talking about flossing, I'm talking about tongue scrapers, I'm talking about going to the hygienist. I was shocked recently when I started to ask people how often they go to the hygienist. And believe me, most of them even haven't been there ever, or they are going there like once every few years. Hygienists, you have to see at least once every 6 months, guys. There is nothing more attractive to me than people that have a good smile. So if you haven't been at the hygienist in the recent few months, you have to book it right now. I'm waiting. Are you booked? Good. Let's move on. So this is it, guys. My high maintenance things that I do to be a low maintenance girl. I hope you like this video. Let me know what are yours. Let me know which one of the things that I do you do as well, or maybe something you will want to do. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, I'm trying new things on this channel, so I hope you like it. Let me know what you think and what you would like to see more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!